Hello, this is Christina Sparks with Coldwell Banker out here in Springfield, Missouri. Today, with all of these stuff going on with the trials, I kind of want to talk about dual agency. And if you don't know what it is, stick around, find out. I'm going to kind of discuss what could happen in the future. All right, so first of all, a dual agent, it sounds really cool, right? When I say I'm referencing all this stuff that's going on in the media, basically, I'll just kind of give you a background so it'll kind of give you an idea why I'm talking about dual agency. So basically, sellers, even buyers now, have sued NAR and teams and brokerages based off of commissions that were the commissions are fixed. So what could happen, if buyer agencies go away, clients are not using agents, each their own agents at least, this is what happens, and it becomes a dual agency. For example, you're a home buyer. You're driving around and you see a house that has a sign on it. And instead of calling an agent that you want to work with or a buyer's agent specifically working for you, you're going to call the listing agent, right? And you're going to set up a showing, say you like the house, and you submit an offer with the listing agent. That listing agent now represents both the buyer and both the seller. And when that happens, of course, all parties have to agree to this interaction. But once that happens, our duties change a lot. And when I say our duties change a lot, if I am representing both a buyer and seller, I am no longer allowed to give advice to either party. So when a buyer submits an offer to a seller through me, the listing agent, I cannot advise my client on how they should proceed. At that point, I become a transaction broker. And so I can't give my advice like, yes, you should take this. This is why, or no, this is how you should counter. And same goes for the buyer. I am not allowed to say, oh yeah, this is a motivated seller. I bet they'll take this price, or, I can't give them any advice at all. When that happens, as you can imagine, it puts the agent in, a very closed situation where they can't really help guide either client through the transaction. To me, that's a little scary. If I have a client, I want to be able to tell them what I think and what could happen, or say, look, like this house I've shown this house and these are the comments. I mean, there's literally no advice that I can give them. The only thing I can say is, how do you want to respond? How do you want to respond? And that goes throughout the whole transaction. That goes through the inspections. That goes through, if there's an issue with the appraisal, I'm literally just a middleman at that point. And I don't think that's fair to either client. I feel like each client deserves their own agent and deserves the education, the advice, the experience that agent can provide for them to get them through a transaction successfully. So I would love to hear, your thoughts on, if you know about the trial that's going on, great. I love talking about it. So if you want to email me, if you want to text me, let's talk about it. Or even just comment, how you feel about, if you're a buyer or a seller or even an agent, how you feel about our market shifting into a dominant dual agency market. I feel like the emotion is going to go out of everything, and that's why I love my job so much, because I love helping people and I love guiding them and I love advising them and seeing them win based off of all the advice and stuff that I give them. I don't know. That's what dual agency is, and they basically become transaction brokers. But like I said, everybody has to agree to it. Both buyer and seller have to agree that that's what they're committing to. That's what they're okay with. I know this is a really short video, but feel free to comment. I can make videos off your comments if you guys have specific questions about dual agency or about what's going on in the lawsuit space of real estate. I hope you learned something from this video, at least at the bare minimum, about dual agency. Feel free to ask me any questions. Like I said, text me, email me. I would love to help any way that I can. All right, see you next time. Have a great day.